everyone. Welcome to the SpeakIn podcast. I'm Ananya from SpeakIn, Asia's largest digital learning platform for professional growth through one on one coaching and group learning sessions. In today's episode, we have a distinguished leader from Malaysia who will share their personal corporate journey, insights on leadership, and a lot more. Our guest today is Dr. Syukri. Dr. Syukri Sudari is a seasoned CHRO with over 20 years of experience across financial services, telecommunication, aerospace, engineering, and insurance. He's renowned for his expertise in HR consulting, employee experience, culture, talent management, and digital innovation using robotics and AI. As president of the Association of Insurance Employers, a vice president of the Malaysian Employers Federation, and a board member of HRD Corp, Dr. Syukri has significantly transformed organizational culture and talent management practices. His accomplishments include being named CHRO of the Year 2020 and one of the 40 most influential HR leaders in Southeast Asia. Truly is a pleasure to be speaking to you today, sir. Welcome to the SpeakIn podcast.
Thank you very much. Looking forward to have a chat with you.
To begin with, what are some of the most important lessons you have learned in your career, and how do you continue to grow and evolve as a leader?
So I think it's a very interesting topic. I would like to divide into three segments. Throughout my experience, about more than 28 years of experience, one of the things that I learned is that success is never owned. It's always rented. So I believe that. So when you rent something, you have to pay the dues. So when you have to pay the dues, you have to work hard. So because we don't stay too long on the success, because otherwise we forgot that we have to work hard. So it's always, I believe that success is a rent for a day. So we have to deliver more and more in that sense. Otherwise, if we stay too long, we may forget that how we deliver things. The second part is that there's always time for everything. There are time for us to learn, and there is time for us to earn. So don't forget that in this kind of world, we always must continue learning. So sometimes when I started my career about 28 years ago, people always give more and more responsibility to me. So I just take it because I know that if you pour the water, it will settle down its own level. So you just take it, and learn without thinking too much on the reward part. Because I believe that the moment you get everything's same, then the time for you to earn. So sometimes people forgot that they have to learn first before earn. So I think there are a lot of people that will always think that I want to earn first and learn later. So it's always my principle is that we learn, there is time for learn, and then we're going to earn one day. Last but not least, this is very important. I really believe in it, is that humility. Success sometimes can turn us to have a big head. Again, success is just for rent for a day. So humility is important. No matter how successful are you as a leader, we must always, understand the humility, be humble, and try to understand other people's perspective. The moment that we understand other people's perspective, I think we can deliver better in that sense. So always be humble. The moment you're humble, it will bring you higher and higher. That's my sharing on the first question. Yeah.
Indeed, so very important lessons to be learned and always will help one grow as a leader. Moving forward, what core principles guide your leadership philosophy, and how do you inspire your team to achieve excellence?
In this kind of world, it's a very difficult world that we are working with. After post-pandemic, a lot of challenges. So one of those important is that empathy is a key. Try to understand, the team's need, the perspective. Only then we will be a better leader. I give an example. We always think we know a lot of things, but we don't try to understand what other people's perspective. For example, I can show you something. For example, I show you this. I show you this. What is this? You can see something that I don't see. Yeah, you might see a call card behind my handphone, but I didn't see it. So as far as I'm concerned, that whether am I right or are you wrong? So as far as I'm concerned, both of us are right, both of us are wrong. So we need to understand other people's perspective. Only then we can have the empathy, real empathy. Only then we can help other people to grow. Second principle is the empowerment. I always believe is that always try to teach our team to fish. Don't ever give a fish. Because why? If you give them a fish every day will ask you for the 365, I want more fish, one more fish, and the fish will never finish. Yeah, you keep on giving fish, but the moment that we ask them how to fish, perhaps it's very difficult. Sometimes it's very difficult for us to teach how people to fish, but the moment they know the trick, then we empower them to decide to make a better decision in that sense. So I think if people work with me, they know that if they come a problem to Syukri will ask a lot more questions. So at the time, I used to work with a group of people after 5 years, they understand. The moment that before they came to see me, they already asked, if I were Syukri, what question I'll ask? They keep on asking until the moment that they come to me present, I told them that I have to change my question because you know already the tricks. But that's how they learn, giving them, try to teach them how to fish rather than give a fish. Last but not least, I believe in transformation. If you give me a BAU thing for me to do, just 1 month, I'm going to die, for sure. To me, the question that I always ask in my mind that what else we can improve? What we improve? How do we do better from today for tomorrow and the after? So that's a question that how we transform what we used to do in a better way. So I think that's the keep me going. In terms of how do I really inspire my team to achieve excellence, you always think that I told them that if you learn new things, if you transform whatever the job, I will not be able to take back whatever you learn. It's become yours forever. So learn as much as possible. Do deliver the best you ever you can, because at the end of the day, you will value it. So I think to try to give them a vision, that's important. We have a common vision, and then everyone must understand everyone has the part to play for everyone. I give an example. A simple example, if I ask you to go please, go. People will not be able to go because why? They don't have the vision. They don't know where to go. But if I tell you, all right, guys, tomorrow I want everyone to be in Singapore at 9 a.m. at Marina Bay. Very clear. So everyone will start thinking, how do I go there? Should I take aeroplane? Should I take a bus? If I take a bus, where do I stop? How do I, get there? So it's important to have a shared vision, common goal. Then everyone will try to do their level best to achieve that. Then again, always challenge the team. I love to challenge the team because why? My principle is that when I hire people, I hire them to disobey me, meaning that to challenge me. We challenge each other because why? The moment that we challenge each other, we will make sure that we will get the best out of everyone. So that's how I will normally inspire my team to achieve excellence in their day-to-day jobs.
Really inspiring, sir. Truly has inspired me as well right now. Moving forward, how do you see the role of HR evolving in the next 5 years, especially in the context of technological advancements and remote work?
First, I think data-driven is important. A lot of people talking about now data is a king. It's no longer money is the king. Data is the king. So how do we use data that we have to make a decision, informed decision? That's the first thing. Second, talking about digital transformation. When I started my career, I think 5 years ago in this robotic RPA, I was with AXA. Malaysia is one of the early entity adopted the RPA for the human resource processes. During that time, that was 5 years ago, 2015. But when I came to Affin Bank, I know that we have to have quantum leap. It's no longer about RPA. So we settled at source. We settled that the system is able to support us. So digital transformation is key. Now we're talking about cloud-based, automated tasks, mobile and everything. So we must be able to transform our day-to-day job into a more digital. Then we're talking about employee experience. How do we bring employee experience as a focus? Because now we're talking about everything about our employees, talking about experience. How do we focus them? How are we giving them personalized kind of experience? Last but not least, this is something that I started telling a lot of my team, my colleagues, my friends, that when we are focusing on digital, it's about time for us to not forget about our main kind of skill set, bringing human to community. Because why? During the pandemic, we do have a lot of students, when they completed their degrees, master's, for example, even they don't meet anybody, technically speaking. So now you can see the skill set is a bit lacking in that sense. So how do we bring human to humanity? Meaning that how do we make sure that people have empathy, they're compassionate about their team, collaboration about team. So though digital is important, transformation is important, but we must keep on holding our main skill set in terms as a human. How do we communicate? How to collaborate with each other? So I think that's the in terms of how do we look in terms of technology advancement, the evolvement in terms of skill set for the next 5 years.
Yet again, so a very interesting take on how data and the importance of humans and what transformations are going to come in the near future. Lastly, to end our lovely conversation that we've had today, can you share a quote or mantra that inspires you and keeps you motivated?
I always believe in three things. I normally when I wrote something or I say something, there will be surrounded with three main concepts: be bold, be brave, and be better. Be bold meaning that challenge the status quo. Do not afraid to undo things. Do not afraid to redo things and learn and relearn new things. Because why? The moment that we bold enough, we will be able to innovate. If we better come up with a new thing. So I think that's important. Sometimes we need to take a bold step because when we take a bold step, there's a lot of risk. But as a person, I love to take a bold step because I know that there will be something rewarding towards the end of the journey. Because why? The moment you take a bold step, you will try to think differently in that sense. No, people say that think out of the box. Sometimes I say that throw out the box. There's no box at all. How to be bold, how to think differently, how to challenge the status quo. Because normally when people used to do things, it's very difficult for us to challenge status quo because that more or less life is simple, very easy. You know that what to anticipate, A, B, C is going to happen. But the moment that you take challenge the status quo, be bold, you may see different things. Second, be brave. There are a lot of challenges. We have to make tough and courageous decisions. Do not scared to make a mistake because what I always look at when we make mistake, meaning that an opportunity for a new thing, for opportunity for us to take advantage of it, for us to learn a new thing, and do not repeat the same mistake. But then please do not repeat the same mistake. So be brave, really, really challenging, and then speak up. You have any ideas because at the same time, when you have ideas, if you don't share, you are losing the opportunity. In a group of a lot of people, especially when we have the young graduates coming on board, I always say with them that we have a lot of you in the company. How do we create your own brand? So that you need to be brave enough to be known for something for good reason. So be brave, look the obstacle as opportunity, and then definitely you will be somewhere. Then be better. Always think, how do I improve things? Yes, I think life is good. What we are doing is a good thing, but it's always the opportunity for us to improve. The moment that we have that mindset, I believe that we'll be able to be better in terms of making improvement in our life. I think perhaps normally when I share with people, my example, some of my experience, I always believe that there will be three types of people will come back with the idea. The first group of people say that Syukri is bluffing. I don't believe in him, so I will not say anything. I will not do anything. The second group of people are saying that Syukri has a point. I believe that it's a good idea. I want to do it one day, but the one day will never come to someone's life. But the third group of people saying that the idea is that be bold, be brave is better. I want to do it. I want to do it now. Let me practice something small step, and hopefully I will gather more and more. Then definitely at the end of the day, you will see the third category of people will be reaching to the finishing line with flying colors. So I think that's all for me for my sharing for today. Hopefully we can share in the future.
Thank you so much, for sharing your valuable insights and experiences with us today. It was a pleasure having you on the SpeakIn podcast. To our listeners, thank you for tuning in. Stay connected with us for more inspiring conversations with Asia's top leaders. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on our social media platforms. Thank you.